Dr. Sujiya, Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Application at Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. Today the lecture video I am going to discuss is about automatic door using PIR sensor, which has been done by using Arduino board, and this has been developed by using a Tinkercad application. So on this previous two lectures, we have seen what is Tinkercad is all about. So it is a web-based application. It has been developed by the Autodesk, and it has been developed for the basic beginners who developed 3D designs, electronics and coding, and it is usually drag and drop. Here the coding part is less, and it is just a drag and drop interface, and it is very user friendly for the beginners. And so these are the key features. Basically we use it in 3D designs and exporting for 3D printing and circuit designing. So this is done in automation, especially used for IoT applications and automating applications. Yeah. And now the application part where we see here is the automatic door. How to implement an automatic door by using a PIR sensor which is present in the Arduino board, and this has been implemented by using Tinkercad. So what are the requirements for doing this application is we need an Arduino board and we need a PIR sensor, and then we need a micro servo and one LCD display to display whether the door is open or whether it is closed. For such case we need an LCD display, and we need jumping wires. As discussed on the previous slide, jumping wires are used for connecting the Arduino board, PIR sensors and micro servo. So now we will get into the procedure. Here where we have to take an Arduino board, and it has to be placed on the workspace, and then we have to connect the GND for every of the applications using Tinkercad. We have to connect all the that is the Arduino board to the GND and of the micro servo, and the LCD display to the GND of the Arduino. Okay, so both the micro servo and also the LCD display has to be connected to the GND of the Arduino. Then this GND and PIR sensor also should be connected to the GND of the Arduino. And once it is being connected, the VCC of the LCD display should also be connected to the 5V of the Arduino. That is the voltage. 5V is the voltage power. And then we have to connect A4 and A5 of the Arduino. That is, it can be connected to any points. That is A1, A2, A3, A4 or A5 of the Arduino board. And then this has to be connected to the SDA and SLC of the LCD display. So basically PIR sensor is used for motion detection, and the purpose of it is for security purpose, for detecting an object by reading the infrared radiation emitted by the object. So this is what is the use of a PIR sensor. And the components required are the microcontroller, then the PIR sensor which detects the motion, and in case additionally we can add a buzzer which that protects the sound of an alarm when a door is being opened. And this all has been done by using a jumping wire. So once all this has been done, that is by connecting the signals of the PIR sensor to D3 of the Arduino UNO, all this has been done. Next, once the setup is over, that is connecting all these things, once the setup is over, then we have to switch over the coding part for starting the simulation. So this is how the overall connections of the automatic door has been represented. Once we keep the Arduino board, then we have to keep the PIR sensor, then the micro server, and the gate closed or gate has been opened, that is to be displayed on a LCD display. So these are the components which is being required for making the process done. Yeah, so I hope this diagram gives you an illusion and how opening a door or closing a door happens. So everything is being connected by a jumping wire. So as discussed in the previous slides, all the colors of the jumping wires has to be differentiated from one another, because we cannot find out at which particular point which particular jumping wire has been connected to make the PIR sensor or the micro servo or the LCD display to be connected and to be mentioned in the coding part. So in this coding part we have to mention which point, that is whether 13th number in the Arduino board or 12th number in the Arduino board is being connected. So in such a case, for that differentiation, we change the color of the jumping wire. So here we can clearly identify which particular point is being connected to the Arduino board, whether the PIR or whether the micro server or whether the LCD display. So it is clearly differentiated. So this is how we have to design, or this is how we have to implement a automatic door with the color differentiation of the jumping wires. So this is where the coding part starts. Here we have to set the LCD to 1, and then when the gate is open, we have to rotate the micro server to some point that is for about 90 degree rotation, and then when the gate is closed, the degree of the micro server has to be changed. So this is where the coding part takes place. So the read digital pin has to be set to 3 based on the Arduino board connection, and the configuration of the LCD also be changed to 1 or 0 based upon the position of the gate, whether it is closed or open. So this is how the coding part and stimulation part happens in the what Tinkercad app. Yeah, thank you.